What's going on, guys? So I had a little bit of time here between calls and wanted to hop in here and go live and share something that has been coming up a little bit. It always does this time of year that I find really interesting. And as you can kind of see by the title of the video, what I'm going to talk about here briefly is one big mistake people make when it comes to the timing of hiring a coach. And obviously here I'm talking specifically about, a coaching program like we offer, or, coach in general doesn't necessarily need to be, us, but within the health and fitness realm, right? Because we're at this point in the year where, Thanksgiving is what, three weeks away. Then we got, Christmas, the holiday season, and then New Year's. And this is obviously a lot of times where people put it off, right? Like that's always an issue, but it's obviously this time of year where people wait and say they have too much going on. We got the holidays coming up. I'm traveling. Things are busy, kids, whatever. I'm just going to wait until New Year's and January 1st of 2023 before I will get serious, right? And like, how many years in a row have you told yourself that story? But what I really want to talk about here, and something that I find really interesting, is a lot of people when they decide to work with us and such, or when I have multiple conversations with people per day, is you guys have this perspective of hiring and doing a coaching program like we offer when life is easy, when life is rainbows and butterflies, and you're not as busy as much, like, kids' activities are down, whatever the case may be, right? You have this perspective of when life gets less chaotic, when life gets less busy, and my life isn't, chaos, that's the perfect time. That's when I will start working with somebody. But what happens is, what does that look like, right? Picture that in your head. When is the perfect time? It doesn't really exist in reality, right? Excuses and telling yourself now is not the right time. You can list always 1,000. Coming up with excuses is really easy, right? But when you think about when is the perfect time to do it, people, that's very abstract. Like I'll ask people that and they can't really describe, what that looks like. It's like, okay, cool. Now's not the right time. Understood. What does the right time, look like? And now a lot of time people are talking about, after the holidays and stuff, right? And here's the thing is, what other area in life do you hire a professional for help when things are going superb in your life, right? Like you don't just go to the ER for the heck of it. Like you go there because you have a serious problem, right? You don't go to couples therapy when you have an amazing, loving relationship with your spouse or partner, right? You go to a couples therapy when your life is chaos, your career is chaos, your marriage is on the brink of failing and leading to probably ultimately a divorce. That's when people go to couples therapy, right? It's the same thing here. Like you need to have the same perspective. In reality, what I will tell you is, working with 1,000+ individuals over the last 5 or 6 years, usually the right time to hire a coach is when the timing feels like it's the exact opposite. When you're busy in your career and it is chaos, when relationship might not be where it needs to be, you're moving, job change, you just got a promotion, like you have no time to come up for air in your life, boom, that's the perfect time when you need to work with somebody that can guide and help you navigate those situations, right? Like I said, we're at the brink of the holiday season, where most people, 95% of people struggle. Most people gain 15 to 20 pounds between November 1st and January 1, right? So really, in reality, these next couple months is when people need help the absolute most, because it is holiday season. You're going to be around good food. You're going to be around pumpkin pie and turkey and cake and all these things, alcohol. More people drink on Thanksgiving than I think any other holiday, maybe besides July 4th, right? But this is when you need help the most, and this is where we can truly, we can always add value to someone and really help them through it. But like this stretch of the next couple months, when we can help clients through, one of these challenges and adversity with the holiday season, and not only not gain weight, but lose weight, well, they've done it once. If we can help them do this, what that does for their confidence and how much that empowers them, a year from now and 2 years from now and 5 years from now and 10 years from now, if we can show them how they can navigate the holiday season and still make serious fitness progress and not gain weight and actually lose weight, and they prove to themselves that they can do it, that's huge, right? Like that's huge. And they have the education and skills and knowledge to be able to go off and do that for the rest of their lives. Like, we've been with them and we've helped them navigate one of the most difficult stretches that people, struggle with, and the proof's in the pudding. Like I said, you see different, data and stats out there that people gain more weight these next couple months than they do throughout the entire year. So most people struggle during this time. So like I was saying at the beginning, this is when people need the most help. It's counterintuitive, but I will tell you, that's when you really need to lean into this and make this a priority, have accountability, have support, have guidance, get the education during this stretch, right? And like I use like the marriage counseling or the ER or going to seek any professional help. A lot of people do that when they're dealing with something really bad or they're not in the place that they want to be. Their life is crazy. They go seek professional help in other areas, but it's just very interesting to me when it comes to health and fitness, people put it off and then they start to tell themselves this story of like, oh, I'll get to it once holidays are over, or once my life is less busy, I'll do something about this, or once, it's not as chaotic, or, my career isn't as hectic, or my kid's schedule slows down. Like, that's the wrong thinking, and that, I'm promising you, that train of thought and that pattern of behavior and that perspective is truly what's holding you back. Because I see so many people that will struggle through this time, and then it happens year after year after year that they struggle through this stretch of holiday season between Halloween and the first, and that's when people truly need the most help and when they can benefit the most from working with somebody, whether that's us or anybody else out there within the health and fitness space. Okay, because like in every other area of your life, you seek professional help when things aren't going well. But it's interesting, like I said, that people have the reverse perspective when it comes to their health and fitness. So I just wanted to share that. I've been on a couple calls here today, and we're kind of dealing with, you're seeing that and stuff, and I truly believe that to my core, that it's interesting. The clients that come in November and December with us, like, they always smash it, and they're in a such better place because you want to truly build some serious momentum. Because if you just sit on your ass and not do anything for the next couple months and punt it and just stuff your face like a pig, and you gain 10, 15, 20 pounds like I've seen people do when I start to talk to them in January, like, yeah, I've gained 17 pounds, I've gained 22 pounds in the last couple months. It's just, sad, where we bring in clients now and they lose 10, 15, 20 pounds between now and January 1, and they build these great habits and they're getting this education. We're holding them accountable and they're making serious progress. It's such a better feeling and euphoria to head into January 1, where I do understand the idea of changing a chapter. It's a new year, new possibilities, new potential. But hell, it's so much better to head into January 1 when you have some serious momentum and you've built some serious momentum over the last couple months, versus heading into January 1 and you've set yourself even further back and dug yourself further into a hole because of behaviors and habits that you had and decisions you made over the last couple months. Okay, so that said, end rant. I think it's important. I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that hits home for at least one person is always my goal, and we'll probably see you sometime next week. We have a couple opportunities, and I'll leave it with that. We'll get to that next week, and we'll see you sometimes then. So everybody in this group, have a tremendous weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.